I'm really excited because I turned 42 this year and I made a commitment to myself to run 42 kilometers. And the first race I ever engaged in was the half marathon, Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon. And I'm going to be doing the full marathon again this year. And it is my absolute pleasure to introduce a lady who yesterday invited me to the Standard Chartered Bank headquarters here in Nairobi to give me my number and this amazing T-shirt that I'm rocking right now. Joyce Kibe, welcome to Double O Direct.
Thank you, Olivia. It's a pleasure to be here.
I can't believe I'm so excited to go and suffer and be hot and have pain. But you know what? What you guys do at Standard Chartered with regards to putting together this marathon is so amazing. And we'll get to that right now. Tell me, what do you do at the bank?
Thanks, Olivia. So I'm the head of corporate affairs, brand and marketing. I also oversee sustainability. I look after Kenya, Uganda, and East Africa. It's a really nice role. Why is it good? It's because we manage to make a difference to lives and impact people.
Give me some background. Yesterday when we met, you were telling me about several awards you won in the last week. I was like, what is happening? So give me some background on that and some of the highlights with regards to the achievements you've had so far.
So Standard Chartered Bank is just not a bank. We do a lot for the communities. So we have 4 strategic pillars. One is affluent, looking after affluent and priority clients. Second is mass retail. We look after our mass retail clients. 3 is network. As you know, we're in many countries across the world. So we manage to make sure that if you're in China, you can be connected with Standard Chartered Bank based in China, as well as if you come back to Kenya, then you're able to be connected. So that's network. And then lastly is sustainability. Let me touch on sustainability because I'm very passionate about sustainability. We enable lives and we transform our current generation without compromising on future generations. And how do we do this? 1 is through economic empowerment, 2 is through environmental good, and also social care in terms of just taking care of your well-being. Now, that's what I was referring to yesterday when I said we won several awards. And the awards are mainly around accelerating to net zero, whereby we make a difference to the environment. We make a difference to our offices. Let me just give you a simple example. We recycle 90% of the waste that comes from our offices.
Really?
Yes.
90%?
Yes, indeed. If you come to our offices, well, everything is plastic free. There's no ounce of plastic in Standard Chartered Bank offices.
You know what I noticed?
Yes.
I was starving when I got here.
Yes, I noticed.
Do you know, I actually was going to send a writer to pick this up. And then one of your colleagues was like, no, Olivia, come on, let's take some photos. Let's meet the team. So I was like, okay, I'm going to come over. But the reason why I wanted to send a writer was because I was starving. I wanted to eat something.
Yes.
But I thought, okay, so I asked, is there a coffee shop? And I was told there's no coffee shop because there's a cafeteria.
Yes.
I actually got metal cutlery.
Yes.
And I remember that. I got metal cutlery. And when I got water, there were 2 ways to get water. 1, the dispenser.
Yes.
2, glass bottles.
Thank you very much. So you can see.
I didn't say anything, but I was like, what? Your guys are actually living the life, not just talking the talk.
Thank you. And thirdly, it's through sustainable finance solutions where we manage to give our clients green bonds, financing solutions that are all sustainable. We also work with partners such as Davies and Shatleaf, and we enable our clients to get loans, for example, if you want to have a solar panels, your water, filtrated water, you're able to get this through some of our partners. So some of the awards we've gotten are through community engagement, and I want to touch on that. We have a very fantastic program called Future Makers. It's a global
see it. It's on the
initiative.
T-shirt. Mumbi, can you zoom in? Not too much, honestly, because we're going to post it later.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what is Future Makers? How much did you pay, Olivia, for your marathon registration?
Well, this is the thing. Online, it's 2,000, but that was until a certain date. But then earlier I heard that you guys have now extended that 2,000, not increasing it.
Yes.
Up until the 28th or 29th.
Correct. We listened. Because
guys were like, so those are late.
Exactly.
Some of us don't have money.
Thank you. we listened to Wanjiko and
Yeah.
we did hear her cry, and we decided to extend the registration. So it's fixed at 2,000 shillings. Please make sure you register at nairobimarathon.com. And the 2,000 bob that you paid for Olivia, it goes through a program called Future Makers. Future Makers is a global initiative where we empower the next generation to earn, learn and grow. And how do we do this? We do this through education, then employability, and lastly, on entrepreneurship. So we have various programs. For example, the first one is Gold Program. So we look after...
I'm going to be part of it. I'm going to be playing
Thank you.
football with those
Oh,
girls. Tuta pepeta like crazy. Trust me, we're going to be trending onto TikTok.
Excellent. And I hope you can be able to score a goal or two, Olivia.
Let me tell you something. That's how I ended up being proposed to. Because you did not just score. You did not just score this goal.
Oh, yes.
Be my wife.
Okay.
Continue.
Excellent. So Gold Girls look after disadvantaged young girls. So we give them training, we give them skills, and we have mentors for them. We also teach them softer skills of life. You know, how can you face the world? And we support them in terms of starting businesses if they want. Some of them opt to go continue with school. And all this is just to empower the girl child.
Can you bring those girls here to the studio?
Definitely. We can
you bring
arrange.
them? Let's
we
talk
can.
about. Let's not just go. Olivia is going out to play football because she enjoys it.
Yes.
Let's help them. Let's grow them. Let's nurture them. Let's bring them here.
We can definitely. They are fantastic group of girls. Right now, we've impacted about 5,000 girls this year alone.
Wow.
It's really, really impactful.
Yes.
Secondly is employability. This is targeting universities. We are in 6 universities in Kenya, all the way until Masinde Muliro University.
No.
Yes.
You went to
Olivia.
grassroots?
Yes, we went to grassroots.
Yeah.
In fact, 200 of them will be participating in the marathon this year.
Okay, now I'm clapping. You have the applause. Mumbi, this is not where you've left me, Mumbi. I said, Ukwe Chonjo, please. 200 of them participating in this year's marathon?
Exactly. Yes.
I love it.
And there's something we do with them. It's called the Employable Program. The Employable Program is very simple.
Yes.
You know, if you, I mean, I don't know whether you're like me, you're coming out of university and you're looking at your CV. How do I even start? How will I get a job and I don't even have experience? You know, because they always ask you for experience. But we noticed that most students were coming out with, say, a 5-page CV. If you just come from campus, there's no way your CV can be 5 pages. So one, we help them to write their CVs properly. Then secondly, which is the most important, if Olivia is going to be my interviewer, how do I show up? How do I dress up? How do I articulate myself so that I'm able to present a really good case to her? Because I want Olivia to hire me. So we really equip these students with the skill sets, interview skills that they will be able to ace.
Wait a minute. Are we still on Standard Chartered Bank? Mummy,
Yes.
did we find somebody who works somewhere else? I know that's Standard Chartered Bank. Because now I'm just wondering. Yeah. Does your bank even ask yourself?
Imagine Standard Chartered Bank. And we go to grassroots. You know, there are many universities we go to. And that's what we do in terms of the employability program. And the last one is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is really, really cool. So we have 2 programs that we've started under entrepreneurship. One is Women in Tech. Women in Tech, we are currently on our 5th cohort, whereby every, say, 6 months, we look at a group of ladies who are in the tech space. We give them mentoring skills for about 6 months, and we identify 5 women. And out of those 5 women, we give them $10,000. Yes.
Wait.
A seed funding.
I'm clapping. I'm clapping for you. There's applause happening right now. You may not be able to hear it, but it's
Each.
Wait. You give them $10,000?
Exactly. Yes, the top 5.
That's over $1 million shillings.
Exactly. Well, you know the exchange rate right now.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's
I know
pretty
the
cool.
pound is dropping, but the dollar is on its way up, all the way up.
Exactly. So in shillings, it's good money.
Yeah.
And we mentor them. We just make sure that they are able to scale up their businesses. If they want to come back for loans to just continue with their operations, we support them. We connect them to other women and men within the industry and give them talks in terms of how can you be a successful entrepreneur. We also have a program right now that started. It's called cyber mentorship. Both programs are at Strathmore University.
Yes.
They have the iLab, it's their innovations wing. And cyber mentorship, you know very well what's happening in the cyberspace. Everyone is getting hacked, defrauded, or left, right, center. But I can say that's where the jobs are right now. So we are providing them with cyber mentorship. We've just opened up the program. It's supposed to start very soon. And this is all to make sure that we encourage women to be in the workspace.
I absolutely love it. You've blown me away. I was expecting corporate spiel. But you've given me something about real life and real
Exactly.
engagement and real development for women and girls and beyond.
Thank you, Olivia. That's where your 2,000 bob goes to. That's where your money goes to. That's the Future Makers
You know,
initiative.
it's strange because it's a bank, but do people ever just... Okay, I'm not going to get into that because...
Go ahead.
How many runners are you expecting this year?
We are targeting to have about 15,000 runners who are physical.
Yes.
We also have the virtual race where we're inviting everyone across the world to participate. So my colleague, who's called Cynthia from Uganda, is having a group of runners who will come here to Kenya to run, but at the same time, she's organized runs within Kampala for people to run virtually during that week and on that particular day, 30th of October.
I
So that's
love
what you're
that.
doing.
But the bank doesn't only organize a marathon in Nairobi. It's only a Kenyan marathon that the bank, supports. Tell me about the other countries where Standard Chartered marathons occur.
So we do have the Singapore Marathon. For example, the Singapore Marathon is going to be held sometime in December. We did have the Dubai Marathon, but we've since decided to just concentrate on the key countries.
Yes.
And I can tell you they have been very, very successful. Kenya is on the 19th edition, so we've been here for 18 years. Consistently, and this is a 19th edition. COVID, no COVID. Last year we were here. We did a hybrid marathon, made sure all the COVID protocols were observed, and this year we plan to make it bigger and better.
Joyce and Cynthia. Joyce, you are from Standard Chartered Bank here in Nairobi. You are head of corporate affairs, marketing, communications for East Africa, doing great things. As I just found out, I was like, what? Is this even a bank? Do you guys even do any banking? Is there even banking happening there at Standard Chartered?
Yes, there is.
Wonderful. So you actually arrived here with a colleague.
Yes, I came with Cynthia. Cynthia is my colleague from Uganda. She looks after corporate affairs in Uganda, and she's going to be participating in the marathon in Nairobi.
As we say, karibu. Cynthia, karibu sana.
Asante sana. Asante sana. That's the only word I know in Swahili, so please don't try anymore.
You and me both. No, just kidding. Seriously, tell me, why are you running and why did you decide to bring so many people along with you?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity to interview. And Joyce, thank you for ambushing me. It's great to be here. But I decided to run because, honestly, the Standard Chartered Bank Nairobi Marathon has a very strong cause. We run as one, trying to make a difference. And for me, that resonates so much because of my background. All of us have stood on shoulders of giants. All of us have made it to where we are because someone else pulled us along. So for me, it's an opportunity to contribute in my small way to a larger cause. Because if you hear that we are fundraising for the Future Makers, and they are trying to lift the participation of young women, of different people, out of different situations and make sure that they are okay. So, Joyce extensively shared earlier on what Future Makers is about, helping young people learn and grow and make a difference, tangible difference in their lives. So for me, that really resonates.
When did you decide that I am going to run? When did you decide? Because you've never ran a 21-kilometer race before. When did you decide? How many months ago? How many weeks ago? How many years ago? When did you decide I'm going to actually run 2022?
So the the interesting thing is I've been affiliated to the Nairobi Marathon, but only as a stand, from a distance.
Support.
Yeah, because I work for Standard Chartered Bank. So I knew about the cause and so on, but I'll always support with logistics and never participate. So this year I decided, surely you can push yourself and do better because it's actually going to contribute to something big and you really believe in this. So I told myself I am going to run every morning and practice and break my self-limiting beliefs because I've had so many self-limiting beliefs. I always told myself, oh, I can't do it, oh, I'm too fat, or, all the excuses we come up with. Exactly. So I told myself I am going to break free and I start now. And therefore, I started practicing. And
When?
So I started practicing at the beginning of this month. It's not like I've started so long. But having said that, I've been running, okay? But not regularly, and I wasn't very disciplined. But I was running before. Every other, 3 times a week, like that,
You okay? And when you were running before, because now you registered for 21 kilometers, what distances were you running before?
So mostly 10. Every time I go out, I do 10.
That's good.
So I've never stretched myself. And I have this crazy experience. The first time I ever even walked 21 kilometers, I made the mistake of my life, like all beginners and amateurs. I walked 10, found a place that was selling beautiful fish, sat down, ate the fish.
So which part of Uganda are you from? Let's just get to the bottom of this.
In Munyonyo,
Okay, yeah.
So then I decided to walk back. That was the most gruesome experience of my life. Walking back on a full stomach and the sun had come out was a crazy experience. So what I've done is learn the techniques and the right running skills and understanding the marathon is different and going to YouTube and picking up lessons, how to breathe right, how to run right.
People on the side of the street selling smokies. Enemies of progress. No, seriously. You know them. They're always there. They're always there. They sit there and they target us because they know we have ravenous appetites. We could eat our fingers. You know what I mean? So yeah, I understand. You shouldn't stop and eat fish if you're doing.
Bad idea, very bad idea. But I guess what I'm trying to speak to really is that any of us can do it, and it's okay to make your mistakes and learn along the way because it's a journey like every other journey.
Yes.
But the important thing is the cause behind it. If you're spending 2,000 Kenya shillings and going to transform the lives of so many other people, it's worth it. You try. I mean, if you have to crawl to the finish line, you do it.
We are going to do that, by the way. I told myself, and ladies, you are my witness. Whether I run past, walk, roll, literally roll. I don't care. We're going to cross. Do not pick me up in an ambulance unless I need cardiac resuscitation, right? If my heart stops, that is please, Cynthia, talk to your bank people. Joyce, talk to your bank people.
Don't worry, there's a struggler's bus in case anything happens, but I know you'll cross
if
the
my
finish
heart
line.
stops,
Yes.
then you come through. But as my heart still beats, trust me, I have energy to cross.
Go, girl.
Oh,
To me, some
wow.
disclaimer done.
Wow.
Okay, I love it. I mean, welcome to Nairobi.
Thank
welcome
you.
to Kenya. We're so happy to have sisters from Standard Chartered Bank in Uganda joining us. You've brought how many people with you?
So we have approximately 280 people who are coming. Wow. We have so many people traveling by bus. We have others that are flying.
Yeah.
We are here asking for VIP, treatment because Joyce has this beautiful VIP tent that is prepared for VIPs and with a lot of fun and a lot of activities.
After the run?
Yes.
After the run?
Yes.
I didn't
There's
know.
going to be a village. Yes, it's going to be at Uhuru Gardens.
Yes.
So there's going to be fun and fanfare. We do have our sponsors who are going to be with us. Standard Media Group is definitely welcome. And
We are welcome, Mumbi. You can stay there and wait for me as I finish my race. You can just enjoy for those of us who will be dying under the hot sun. No, just kidding. But I love that. So, sorry to pause you, Cynthia, but we have to get into the actual race logistics because just to let the general public know why they must register and what's actually going to happen from beginning to end with regards to the number of kilometers you're running and when your start time is? Do you have that data?
So we have to finalize our start time data that I will not share today. So there,
but it will be staggered.
Yes, it will be staggered, obviously, because of controlling the crowds. We just need to get the final approval from Athletics Kenya in terms of the timings. But by next week, we should have those timings.
Okay.
To register, it's nairobimarathon.com. It's 2,000 shillings. Last date of registration is the 28th of October. Please register.
Let me just let you know that it is a very user-friendly experience to register. I registered someone even before myself. I registered somebody else. Actually, I registered my coach. Yeah. Shout out Martin. Martin, shout out. When they do, I'm allowed to shout out. But I registered my coach because we're running together. Well, and I wanted to make sure that I understand the registration process, and it is very, very user-friendly.
Excellent. It's a very scenic route. We will be on the Southern Bypass. We'll start off from the Carnival, then the end point will be the Uhuru Gardens. So it's going to be really interesting. You might see some animals along the way. So it's going to be really interesting. And it's a good experience for each and every person. So we do have the 5 kilometers race. That's a family run. We have the 10-kilometer race. We have the 21 kilometers race. We also have the 21 kilometers wheelchair race. We have people with disability who are participating. I must say that this is a special group. And why is it special? We are actually training them.
Oh, wow.
To prepare for the marathon. Yes. That's part of Future Makers.
Amazing.
And we are doing this with one of our coaches, that's Douglas Okehori, who's doing that. And then we have the 42 kilometers.
Yes.
Obviously, we do have very exciting cash prizes for all the races.
Wonderful. Any elite runners that you want to share who've registered, or is that like a secret? I don't know.
They will be there, so please come and see the elite runners.
Mumbi, be there with your camera. Your job is to take photographs of me next to as they pass me. Pick a picture. Okay? As I'm past, just, please, I'll pose. I will even pose, right? Don't block them. Yeah. So place yourself strategically. I need it. But yeah, fantastic. This is incredible. I am so excited. Do you have statistics, even historical data with regards to men versus women and how many actually do the full 42 vis-a-vis, just to understand, or how many young people, for example, register for the family fun run, the 5 kilometer?
So I must say 5 kilometer and 10 kilometers attract the most youth. Then after that, we do have 21 kilometers, a few of them. Then 42 is mainly men. But we do have a big share and an increasing number. The trend has been going up for women for both 42 and 21. So for me, it's good. We are seeing an increasing trend. And the training has actually been helping because I've been seeing very many running clubs have been practicing week on week. And the main participants are mainly women.
I noticed that you've been having prep runs in the forest. I love that. I can never attend because they're on Saturdays.
Yes.
I'm busy here, But I love to encourage other people, because I do my training during the week, to say, okay, you're in the office or whatever, but this Saturday, there is this run organized by Standard Chartered Bank in preparation for the marathon, and incredible.
It's actually been really beautiful. We've done that Saturdays and Sundays. And even Sundays, we start off very early.
Yes.
And by 8, we're done. So you can do any activities, for example, going to church, going for brunch,
I love how you've covered all the bases.
Exactly.
There's church and brunch. Everyone is
exactly.
included.
On a Sunday, we cater for everybody.
Yes.
So we've been doing that, and we've done several warm-up races. We also had one that was dedicated to persons with disabilities. And this was called In Your Shoes. So how can I run with someone who's blind, for example? And that was really nice because you feel you are empathetic. You are in their shoes. That was my best run.
Yes.
Then after that, we've done several others, warm-up races, one with the sponsors, and it's been done in our parks. We've done at Arboretum, at Karura Forest, and all these are green spaces. As I mentioned, it's about accelerating zero, making sure we conserve our environment by running in green spaces.
Incredible. We're about to run out of time, but Cynthia, any parting words?
Yes, I'd really like to send a shout out to Team Matoke and all the running groups in Uganda that are preparing for the Standard Chartered
I love
Nairobi
that team
Marathon.
of Matoke.
Yes.
I love it.
So, and of course, to encourage so many more Ugandans to participate. We've seen growth over the years, and I hope like next year we'll hit 1,000 and more people will contribute. And of course, encourage all Kenyans to register for this Nairobi and run as one and make a difference in the lives of others. So, and I thank you for this opportunity.
Excellent, Cynthia. I'm personally a fan of Matoke. I think it's delicious. Tell me, parting words, Joyce.
Standard Chartered Running Club, cheering you on. I know you guys will do us proud. To every person in this call, please register for the marathon at nairobimarathon.com. It will go towards Future Makers, where we help the youth learn and grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies. It was an absolute pleasure having you join me here today on Double O Direct. I can't even say how excited I am, and I'm going to see you all at the finish line.
Yes, indeed.
SpiceFM.